Welcome back to the Digital Asset Report. It's been a rough week for digital assets as the recent crypto pullback gains momentum. Bitcoin has now fallen below $66,000, and this is the lowest we've seen it since 2024. In just 4 months, Bitcoin lost nearly half its value from its high, just over $125,000. Solana also fell below $100 for the first time since April, and Ethereum fell under $2,000. This price drop is creating a huge paper loss for the world's largest corporate holders. Bitcoin Treasury firm Strategy is now facing over $3.5 billion in unrealized losses. Its stock price has dropped 22% this month following the path of Bitcoin. This isn't the first time that Strategy has been in this position, though. They've faced similar challenges in previous market downturns. Meanwhile, Bitmain is now $8 billion underwater on its Ethereum treasury. Despite these numbers, the leaders of both companies say they are under no pressure to sell. They plan to hold their assets for the market to recover. And in Washington, the path forward to crypto laws has hit a snag. High-level talks at the White House collapsed this week. The main fight is over stablecoin yield. Traditional banks are worried that if stablecoins pay interest, people will move their money out of bank accounts. This disagreement has frozen progress on the Clarity Act in the Senate. The White House has given an end-of-month deadline to find a resolution on this pivotal issue. Meanwhile, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is being grilled by lawmakers this week. He made it clear that the government cannot bail out the crypto market or tell banks to buy it. However, he also defended the decision to keep the Bitcoin the government already owns as a strategic asset.
Do you have the authority to order banks to buy Bitcoin or to invest U.S. tax dollars in Bitcoin or Trump coin?
I am Secretary of the Treasury. I do not have the authority to do that. And as chair of FSOC, I do not have that authority.
So we're not going to see our tax dollars invested in crypto assets.
Why would a private bank be your tax dollars, Congressman?
Excuse me, I'm now asking about the money of our taxpayers, which you manage as Secretary of the Treasury. Is it going to be deployed into crypto assets?
We are retaining seized Bitcoin.
That's not exactly taxpayer money. You collect a lot of taxes this month.
No, that is an asset of the U.S.
It's an asset of the U.S.
It was government.
Are you going to invest in?
I will point out,
Mr. Secretary, reclaiming my time. Are you going to invest
in the asset seizure? That 1 billion of Bitcoin was seized, 500 million was retained, and that 500 million has become over 15 billion.
Bessent on Thursday also called on Congress to pass crypto market structure legislation in his testimony before the Senate Banking Committee. Despite the tension in the House, there is a push for more teamwork between the regulators. The heads of the SEC and the CFTC held a joint event to signal a new era of cooperation. They announced that Project Crypto will now be a joint effort. Their goal is to stop the turf wars and create clear rules for the industry. They want to make it easier for firms to know which agency they report to. On the tax front, Senator Cynthia Lummis is looking for ways to make life easier for Bitcoin users. She's working with the Treasury to create a tax exemption for small, everyday transactions. This would mean you wouldn't have to calculate capital gains every time you buy a cup of coffee with crypto. Even with the current crash, some big names remain hopeful for the long term. A top strategist at JP Morgan says that because gold has become so expensive, Bitcoin now looks more attractive for long-term investors. The market is objectively not having a good time right now, but the infrastructure continues to be built on Capitol Hill and beyond. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a like and follow along for more.